Hey, thanks for clicking in again. This is Amy McGrady, your premier real estateologist. Real estateologist, you say? What the hell is that? Well, it's someone that just studies real estate for years and years. It's what I do. I'm not a biologist, criminologist, none of those things. I'm a real estateologist. I've been practicing real estate law in Miami and Fort Lauderdale for over 30 years. And when I sold the firm, I transitioned over to sell real estate. So now I'm out of the office, into the streets, and out there to help you. So, if you're thinking about buying real estate in Fort Lauderdale, before you make that decision, look at the suburbs that surround Fort Lauderdale, because there are some really fabulous cities that are really close to Fort Lauderdale. Some people call them suburbs. It's really not a great name for it because they're outside of the city limits of Fort Lauderdale and they're their own individual municipalities. But you have all the conveniences of being close to Fort Lauderdale. So if you don't want to be in the hustle and bustle and all the things of Fort Lauderdale and Fort Lauderdale Beach, you might consider some of the cities that are super close, like within 10 to 30-minute drive of Fort Lauderdale. There are some really great places that I want to direct your attention to. It's an overview on this video, and then over time, if you subscribe to my channel and get the notifications with the little bell, you will see me feature a little bit more of these different nearby cities. Remember, I can only scratch the surface, so if you want to get into more detail, call me, text me, hit me up by email, whatever way, come to Florida, and I'll drive you around and show you more. I love talking about this stuff and showing off where I live. So, let's look at the map now. Okay, so here we are with an overview of the greater Fort Lauderdale area. The first thing you see where the little hearts are, that's the city of Fort Lauderdale. As you can see from this overview, I'm going to take you out a little bit more so you can see Florida. Look at that, Florida. So we're on the southeast coast of Fort Lauderdale. This whole southeast corridor is surrounded by ocean and Everglades. The ocean is to the east, the Everglades are to the west. You get past the Everglades and go over to Marco Island, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Venice, Sarasota, Bradenton, up to Tampa and the Panhandle. But we're going to focus on the East Coast. Woo! And we're going to focus on Broward County, really, because once you get out of Broward County, you're getting a little bit further than a half-hour ride to Fort Lauderdale. So I'm just kind of bringing you within a half-hour drive of Fort Lauderdale so that you know that there's more to life and more to South Florida than Fort Lauderdale or Miami. We have so many little gems down here. And some of the places you'll get more bang for your buck. If it's not important to you to look at the ocean in the morning when you wake up, then get some land out there. Get some bigger houses if you have a big family, 2-car garages, 8-car garages, all the things. There are a lot of options near Fort Lauderdale. The first one I like is Oakland Park. Oakland Park is great. You just go north of Fort Lauderdale and you hit Oakland Park. It's a great, thriving, small municipality just north of Wilton Manors. I did a video of Wilton Manors, so if you want to go back and look at that, feel free to do so. So if you want to see that Wilton Manors video, go back into my videos. I did one there. I'm still working on getting all of these others, so stay tuned because you're going to have videos of these fabulous Broward County near Fort Lauderdale, Wilton Manors, Oakland Park, lots of breweries, a funky little downtown, great condos, great single-family homes. It's really a lovely city. Further up the map, Pompano Beach, a lot of opportunity there. I love Pompano Beach, and it goes all the way to the ocean, so you can get your oceanfront condos, your close to the ocean homes, your intracoastal homes, great dockage, very close to the Hillsboro Inlet, the Port Everglades. But these are your two access points to the ocean. Port Everglades, and Hillsboro Inlet. Hillsboro Inlet, Lighthouse Point, it's a lovely neighborhood. It used to be part of Pompano Beach, but now Lighthouse Point is just fabulous. A lot of waterfront homes there and just a beautiful place to live, raise your family. Near golf courses, there's a great golf course here. A lot of golf courses in Broward County. All these little green spaces are either parks or golf courses, and there are a lot. If we move from Lighthouse Point, Hillsboro Beach, super close to the line and is very exclusive with oceanfront mansions. And it's a gorgeous place to live and a gorgeous place to visit. It must be in Broward. I see Deerfield Beach. That's in Broward County too. And Deerfield Beach is pretty fabulous too. Lots of bang for your buck. Condos, single family homes. It's beautiful. And a lot of people have just never heard of it, and that's why I'm giving you this video, so you can hear of these communities near Fort Lauderdale or in southeast Florida. And we move over here west, and we're looking at Parkland, another beautiful city with beautiful homes, acreage, things like that. Coral Springs is another beautiful city. Coconut Creek, I mean, they're all beautiful, so I don't have to say that every time. Coconut Creek is another city to make note of. Margate, Tamarack, Sunrise, Lauderdale Lakes, Lauderhill, they're all fabulous. They're just west, and people are like, oh, it's so far west to get out there. Well, it's not. It doesn't take long at all. You've got 95 running north-south, the Turnpike running north-south. There are some east-west roads that are just easy to get east-west. I find that a lot of people that live in Parkland or Coral Springs or Coconut Creek, Margate, when you live out here, you tend to stay out there because they have everything you need. The only time you need to come back east is to visit friends on the east side, go to the ocean, or go boating. If your lifestyle is not deeply attached to the ocean, but more to the weather and having a chill lifestyle, then why not move out west where you get more bang for your buck? Here's your towns to look at near Fort Lauderdale: Wilton Manors, Oakland Park, Pompano Beach, Lighthouse Point, Hillsboro Beach, Deerfield Beach, Parkland, Coconut Creek, Margate, Tamarack, Lauderdale Lakes, Sunrise. Okay, now I'm going closer to Lauderdale, going south. Plantation, super close to Fort Lauderdale, especially with 595 in the picture now. Davie, another fabulous little town with good-sized lots, acres, homes, planned unit developments, condos, and universities. Cooper City, good acreage there. Southwest Ranches, good acreage there. Here is a lot of acreage. It used to be a lot of farmland and cow pasture. Now they built some beautiful homes, probably starting in the 70s and 80s. Weston is a gorgeous community. Many thanks to our very own Dan Marino for helping establish that city. Pembroke Pines, another one to add to the list, which is a fabulous and easy to get to city right off of 75 or 595. And they have everything out here, all the shopping malls, the restaurants, everything that you like to have in a city. They're not just little podunk towns, they're established, well-run cities. Then there's Miramar. And now we're heading down into Miami. The other city that's fabulous in East Broward is Hallandale Beach and Hollywood Beach. So if you don't want to be out in the acreage, if your jam is the acreage and RV and all the feeling of country life and good schools and families all around you, then all out here is very good, from Parkland down to Miramar. It's fabulous. If you're still just dying to be closer to the beach and you want to be within 5 or 10 minutes instead of 30 or 40 minutes of the beach, then Hallandale Beach is your jam. or Hollywood Beach, or Dania Beach. I guess the word beach is a good hint, huh? 'Cause they don't say beach on any of the western cities. And then we just scoot back up after Dania Beach, which is the oldest city in Broward County, established by the Danes more than 100 years ago. That is our closest city to Fort Lauderdale in Broward County, and that's right where the airport is. So all the conveniences of the airport and the seaport are here. Hallandale, Hollywood to Dania Beach to Fort Lauderdale, that's your easy access to the airports. If you're okay with driving to the airport, if you travel a lot for work, it's still not a big deal to get to the airport, even from our westernmost city of Weston. It's like maybe a half hour. And then even from our northwesternmost city, Parkland, that, depending on traffic, I mean, the mileage is not far, but you have to work your way down to the airport. So you're probably within 45 minutes of an airport. All economists that I've ever heard talk about investing in real estate suggest that you invest in real estate no further than an hour from an airport. So there you are. Broward County, everything close to Fort Lauderdale Beach is this area. I'm doing this whole thing and down. I can't go down there, down to Hollywood, Hallandale, but it's this general area here. So I thank you for joining me on this really 30,000 square foot level overview of the suburbs of Fort Lauderdale. And if you want to know anything more intense or detailed about any of these cities mentioned today, just call me, text me, WhatsApp me, hit me up in the comments, and I'm happy to drill deeper and give you more information on all of these cities. I'm happy to pick you up at the airport if you're coming to town and you're interested in buying down here and giving you a tour of these cities. So again, Amy McRotty, your premier real estateologist, would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell for notifications so you can get the most up-to-date information on my videos. And I wish to thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.